All right, team, top of the day. Happy June 17th, coming to you from HQ today. Hopefully some of you will be coming into the office today. We're doing database days from 12 to 2 o'clock. If you have, excuse me, 12 to 1:30. If you have challenges in your database, dispositioning, if you don't understand how to use it, how to best leverage your CRM, make sure that you're in this room. We're gonna give you some scripts. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make sure that your database is on point. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Good to see everybody. Thanks for being on. Brady, you got us all in suspense, right? I saw the thing yesterday in the countdown. You got us all in suspense of what you're creating, what you're doing next. And so can't wait to see how this all unfolds for you, Brandy. So way to build up the excitement and the suspense. And so I'm going to turn it over to our Oracle for quick teaching moment of the week. Let's roll, Karina.
Alrighty, so this one's about our upcoming forms updates that'll be released next week. I dropped a training, blurb in Slack about it, but it's also in FastClass. They were kind enough to record the session for us, so please go back and watch the recording of it. Super important information. I took notes. I have my notes in there. I have all the forms that are getting updated, but probably like the number one thing that's getting updated is the RPA. So our purchase contract, that section 3G3, where we're asking the seller to pay the buyer's obligation of the commission, of the buyer's commission. They just simplified that line. So they got rid of the language around verification, certifying that there's a buyer rep agreement in place. Of course, that's still required. Of course, buyers agents need to have that in place as soon as possible, definitely before showing. But it just kind of streamlines that section. We're not really, as listing agents, policing the buy side and asking for a copy of that buyer rep agreement unless the seller feels strongly that they have to see it for some reason. That buyer rep agreement is between you and your buyer. You do have to have it in place, but now the contract is just trying to get rid of that language just to keep the sides separate, right? Sellers versus buyers on that one. So everything else is kind of like smaller. They went into like buyer hardening information. They've created a general addendum, some other like smaller things, but in general, the biggest one to look out for is that RPA update to 3G3. That's it for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. You guys, you saw recently, and we're actually doing the final cuts on our RealTrends announcement. And the RealTrends comes out every single year, and it talks about our production and our accomplishments from the year prior. And so I wanted to share this with you guys. Now, we are going to be doing this in an official reel. You guys, it will be shareable. We want you guys to make sure to share that with your audiences. But when you look at where our team ranks in the United States of America for sides, in this last year, you guys, we came in at number 25. And I want you guys to sit with this for a quick moment because this is very important. Some of you have seen this on coaching, some of you have not. And it's important that you guys look at this. This is across every single brokerage out there. Now, mind you, there's probably some teams and brokerages that did not submit their numbers. However, this is amongst the best of the best in the entire industry. And you guys are at 25 across all brands. And so I want you guys to bask in that, to know how important your contributions are to this company, what you guys are doing in the industry, and how we are truly, truly making our stance as the company and the team that will always be known, who will always be in that top echelon of every single brokerage out there. And when you think about where we are in the state, when you're talking to consumers and they say, well, oh, you're relatively new, it's okay, right? You're backed by the number 8 team in the entire state of California. There's no other team that is better positioned to handle asset management than Fast Real Estate. This is why these are our accolades and this is our history. And so it's really important that you guys know that you're sharing this type of information. You're talking about it on social media. And there's other people out there that don't have the resources, the tools, the support, the coaching, the onboarding, the marketing, the video, the production that we have. And they're needing a community like this. So my suggestion to each of you is just to be cool. Invite people into our environment, whether we have coaching, an in-person training, whether we have a database days, whatever it is, share this amazing journey with people. And right now, this changes. Now, this is still We're still number 3 right now in the entire US for volume. Now, it's been a very, very close race. These numbers are changing every single day, but we still have that opportunity to get into that number 1 and number 2 spot. It's gonna be a very, very tough race, but I wanted to share this with you to let you know how amazing you are and what you guys are accomplishing already this year and what you guys did last year. So before I go any further, anybody have any thoughts, contributions, or anything that they wanna share on that? Because it's a pretty damn big deal. Anybody have anything? Going once? Going twice? Just gleaming with pride is what I see. Is that what that was, Dan? Gleaming with pride. Kia gave me one of these. All right, so here's my thought and here's my ask. When we drop this reel, which will probably be ready in the next couple days, all we want you guys to do is just share it with your audiences and rock the team and rock the flag. And so let's get into the slides for today. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop my share on this one, and I'll get right into the production slides for the week. All right, before we go there, let's talk about events. Does anybody have an event, something going on that they're hosting, something that they're attending, that they wanna share information about right now? Does anybody have anything? Going once? Going twice? Why are you guys so quiet today? It's like crickets in here. Is everybody good? Can you guys just take yourself off of mute? Lisette, let me hear your laugh or your smile or something.
Listen, I'm trying to listen to my kids and you.
Okay, we got a lot of home distractions going on. I get it, I get it.
Yes.
I got 2 words for you, summer camp. It's a summer camp. All right, well, I appreciate you guys. Let's get right into the slides for the week. Let's roll, you guys. Let's talk about new, let's talk about new escrows. All right, guys, let's roll. So first up for new escrows, Kelly Hilker got into contract for 190 out in Clayton. Jung Hee got into contract for 210, and Sunny Wong got into contract for 330. Congratulations to you 3. If you do see Kelly, she just posted a reel. She is celebrating her 1 year of sobriety. For the people that have gone down that path and have had those types of struggles, huge congratulations to you, Kelly, and every single thing that you've been able to accomplish over this last year. So if you guys see her, give her love, light, and positive energy. Clayton Rodriguez got into contract on his very first deal out in Oakland, or here in Oakland, excuse me, for 398. So congratulations, Clayton, AKA Cho is what he goes by. Timothy got into contract in San Bruno on Flex, and Lisette Miranda is gonna take a quick break from parenting kids and being a super mom at home to tell us about this Flex deal in Vallejo for 450. So Lisette, go ahead and take the mic and share with us the strategy, what worked and what you experienced. Let's roll.
Yeah, so this client is a Zillow Flex client that came to me, I believe, in December of last year. And the second call, I should say, that we had was a wonderful call. It was basically our buyer's consultation at that point, and he wasn't ready to buy, and he was adamant that he wanted to save 20%. He did not want to use my lender, which was okay, but it was a really wonderful connection. And I checked in on him on a monthly basis to see where he was at. And earlier this month, actually, he reached out to me and he said, Lisette, I'm ready. I did everything that you asked of me. I saved finally 20%. I'm already approved, not pre-approved, already approved, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Literally in a week's time, we find his dream home. I am in the process of negotiating on inspections, but we got in exactly at the price point that he wanted. And I am confident that we are going to be getting a lovely discount for the items that are needing repair. Quick 21-day close of escrow. I mean, he's my unicorn right now, and I'm super grateful because literally great conversation. He was looking for knowledge. He was looking for information, and I gave him that immediately just built trust. I didn't even have him do like a BRBC, and kept in touch, and he came back when he was ready. And now here we are in contract and ready to close him by the 30th.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations to you. I love the follow-up game here. Love the story here. So well done. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to Tim and Clayton. We're going to continue cruising on, you guys. Next up, next category, Joseph got in contract in Santa Diego. I'm going to think that is San Diego. That's an error on our part. And then Aaron got into contract for 620 in Oakley, and Brittany, with her little baby bump, got into contract for 825 here in Oakland. But I'm going to turn it over to Aaron Crisp. Aaron, talk to us about this deal, big dog. I know that you're on your morning walk. Talk to us about this deal. Talk to me about the flow, the strategy, what worked. Let's have you take the mic.
This was a sphere of influence. It was the son of my old underwriting manager from back in the day. So he's an electrician now, and she did what she could to get him into position to buy a home. And then I've always kept in touch with all my people. Like if I connect with you at work, even if we're not working in the same place, I'm still calling like, what's up? And so when I first started on this side, I reached out to her. So 2 years ago, and I don't even really consider it follow-up. It's just calling old friends, see how they're doing and stuff, see what's going on, mess with them a little bit. So it all worked out just recently. She's one of those people who, you call, make small talk, and then like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe she came back up. She's in Southern California. She came back up with her hair on fire. Like, these boys got to get into a house. And so we just looked, we made about 3 offers. The third one worked out, I think, on part because of communication with the listing agent. So that worked well. It's a trust sale. She was submitted to the attorneys. They're using down payment assistance. So she told me what they were looking for and helped me to position it where it worked for my buyer as well as working for the attorneys to sign off on. And we're in contract. So we're looking to close at the end of the month and just plugging along.
Aaron, man, I've seen some amazing things with you over the last couple of years, and we had a really cool conversation the other day when we were in coaching. We talked about top line revenue, aka our GCI, and the profit that we want to make, what we actually take home from now until September 1st, and what that goal was. Well, you told the group that you have far exceeded the goals that you had for yourself this year, correct? Or you're on pace to far exceed, right?
Yeah, I'm already halfway at the goal, and then after that exercise we did. On from what I'm projecting, who I'm working with, and kind of what I feel like I can do in September. If I follow what I did the other day on coaching, then I'll be at the goal by September. And you even said crank it up 20%, so that'll put me a little over the goal by September when I accomplished what I wrote down on that sheet.
I love this, but I also remember a different conversation, a year and a half ago that you and I were having. There were some times where it just wasn't in flow like it is right now. So let me ask you a question so you can share with your team members. What started to change for you? When did you start seeing that change? Because your business is definitely growing. You have tons of momentum. What started to shift for you? Where did you start seeing the changes?
I don't know. I feel like I was always kind of doing the same thing. I think one of the things was last year, getting into it in the first year of doing this, I mean, I was able to get through the 3 transactions within that first year. And so that was an accomplishment I had set for myself. And then I think once I did that, I don't know, I took my foot off the gas pedal a little bit. Like, it was almost like you set a goal and then you stop once you achieve it. And then I also don't think I was as tuned in to like quiet time, reading, reflecting, stuff like that. And so I would feel myself get burnt out. And then when you get burnt out, you don't feel like doing anything. And then when you're kind of not doing the things you're supposed to do, it's not like a moment of silence and reflection. It's like a kind of a funk where you're not really clearing your headspace mentally. And so this year I just made it a practice to do that. And then, you know what? I also have to give big props to Dan and Vernon and you guys offering the Zillow stuff, because that has kept activity going. And when you're doing that and you're following that and you're doing that, your other stuff just kind of starts to kind of leak into it a little bit, where you're following up and clearing the task for Zillow. And then you're like, oh, I got to call my buddy Nikki and see what's up with her son or stuff like that. And so it's just having the activity, doing the activity, and then also taking some quiet time, reading, journaling, reflecting, whatever you do that can kind of clear some mind space so that you're not feeling burnt out. Because that burnout is the part that just kind of makes you sit around and, I don't know, be in your feelings or not do anything productive. So clear space, clear mind time, and just doing the work until it works, like Demian said.
Man, I love it, man. I appreciate your contribution. Well done. And I'm excited to see what happens from now until September 1st. And let's definitely smoke those goals that you have for yourself. So well said, Aaron. Next up, Glenn got in contract in Livermore for 830. Sonny Wong and Clayton got in contract for 831. So that makes 2 deals for Clayton. Those are his first 2 deals as an agent. Joined us a couple months ago as a referral from one of our past team members. And so congratulations, gentlemen. Well done. Let's continue cruising on. Batson Seg, aka Sam, got in contract in Fairfield for 856, and Cortez got into contract for 935. I want to pause here for a second because Cortez has been with us for a couple of years now, and this is his largest career transaction. And so he texted me the other day, super stoked about this. So Cortez, I saw you were shopping. All I could see was the bottom of your shoes or your Chuck Taylors. Do you have a moment to contribute? Talk to us about this deal, my man. And you're on mute.
I'm on mute.
All right,
Yeah,
Cortez.
so this,
There we go.
so this
Cortez,
deal was
hold on. I'm going to pause you for a second. I'm going to pause you. I need you to cut your camera.
Got you. Can you
There
hear
we
me
go.
now?
Let's roll. Loud and clear.
All right, so this was a Zillow Flex lead that I met like June of last year. So we went out, we looked at a bunch of houses, we put an offer in, they got beat out. They was like, you know what, we're gonna wait. So they've been looking at homes like forever. Like I've been following up with them, sending them things. They always look, but they never responded. So I was just in the office one day and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to send them the stats because the market has shifted. They need to know that it's not as competitive as it was. So I looked on the trend graphics on the berries. I took pictures of it and I told ChatGPT to make me a email to engage them to let them know this is the time. And that ChatGPT just took the data, sent the email, and I sent it. And I saw that they read it, but they still didn't respond. But Saturday night, they just called me and they said, hey, we sent you an email. Can you check it out? They had went and looked at a bunch of homes and at open houses, and they wanted me to write an offer. So we didn't get those accepted, but they kept looking. And the next weekend, we went and looked again, and we finally got our offer accepted after some negotiations. Last Wednesday, we got 10,000 over. I mean, under about 5,000 in credits. So I'm super excited just because I was giving them value, you know, and it worked.
Man, I absolutely love every part of this story. This is a really, really good testimony. You guys, if you're not leveraging ChatGPT to help you with the dialogue, right? If there's somebody that maybe you haven't spoke with in a year and you want to reignite that conversation, chat, if you're using it appropriately, it's going to give you some really good responses, right? Help me analyze this data and put into an email to help me, explain the changes, conditions, patterns, and so on and so forth. So loved how you utilized that, loved how you followed up. And so congratulations to you, Cortez, largest career deal. Super, super happy for you. And congratulations to Sam. Let's continue cruising on, you guys. Eric Kane got into contract not once, not twice, but 3 times. Sebastopol, Berkeley, and Albany. So congratulations, King. We see you out there doing your thing, growing your social media presence, your audience, your impact. Well done. And Melody out in Martinez got in a contract for $1,068,000. So congratulations, Melody. Great job to both of you. All right, guys, continuing on, Donna Chan out in Redwood City got in a contract for $2,075,000. Karina, is this her listing that's been on the market for some time? Was that the one, or was this a different one?
I'm not sure. It's
Okay.
buyer
All right.
represented, but she might have done it agency. I don't know.
Yeah, oh, sorry, I missed that. But congratulations, Donna. I love this. Let's continue cruising on. Christina Macias and Roxanne Adams got a contract for $620, and Rebecca Gammon. Now, this is not her first deal with us. This is her first deal as she came back to the team. So congratulations, ladies. Rebecca, you are here live and direct. I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Talk to us about this deal, what you're experiencing, and officially, welcome home. It's great to have you back on the team. Talk to us about the deal.
You. I'm driving, so sorry if it cuts out, but it's these were past clients. Actually, no, there's 2 I got into contract with. One's from my sphere, a friend from high school, and then another one's a past client that I just kept in touch with, and it was their first home. I sold them, and they're selling and going to buy again.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's really good to have you back in our space. You've always been a contributor to our environment. You've been an amazing mentor in the past, and so it's really good to have you back and welcome home.
Thank you. It is nice because that one home has been sitting on the market, and look, I went back to Team Fast and it just went pending.
It was the energy. It was the energy. Welcome home. It was the energy. I love it. Christina, since you are here, I'm going to have you talk about this deal as well. Love this bond and this partnership that you're forming with Roxanne. Like I said, and I'll say it again, she says so many great things about how you negotiate, how you communicate, and love this momentum. Talk to us about this deal, Christina.
Yeah, this was a referral from our other deal. It was actually my client's sister. So they had been thinking about selling or renting this home for a little while, and they decided after talking to our past client, they were really happy with how everything went and how we sold her home fast. So she went with us, we met, and then they've just been really good, really easy at communicating. So we got into contract like 12 days in, and I was just happy it came on the market and it went quick. So just looking forward to the next one.
I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations to you. Let's continue cruising on. Another face that left the team for a little while to go, on her solo journey and ended up coming back to the team recently. Really excited to have Julia back on the team. She got into contract for $850,000 in El Sobrante. 2 little babies running around, building a business. She's active in her hula community. She does these national competitions. And so really cool to see what she does with inside of her community and how that's impacting and resulting into her building a really, really successful real estate career. So Julia, it is great to have you back on the team. Let's continue on. This is the other one that Rebecca was talking about. So Rebecca, congratulations once again. Was there anything that you want to say about this deal in Dublin, the 1.4 one? I know you're driving, but do you want to talk about this one as well?
That one is from an old high school friend. That's one that's from them, and they're moving. But it's just keeping in touch with your sphere, like we always say, putting them on a drip and just keep following up, staying in touch with people. You never know when they're going to buy. The seller's his girlfriend, actually, her best friend's a realtor, but he fought to have me list it. So,
I love it.
Grateful.
Well, congratulations to you. Great to see your face. Let's continue cruising on, you guys. So this last week, 22 new escrows and $18 million, a little shy, or excuse me, $18,376,888. You guys, it's really incredible to watch what happens week in and week out, 20, 25, 27 deals. And so congratulations to everybody that contributed to the success this last week. And I'm excited to see new faces popping up. I'm excited to see all the OGs continuously having that momentum. And so I feel that no matter what the market does, you guys always show up, no matter what. And so congratulations to all of you. Well done. Looking ahead at some important dates. You guys, we've been sharing this with you guys, so we want to make sure that you see this once again. As a team, we're collecting sports equipment, balls, and gear for local organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, Park and Rec. So if you have something, there's a bin right outside of the conference room. Feel free to bring it here to HQ and drop it off.
Elias, I'm going to challenge everybody to bring one ball. Like if I can get one basketball, one football, I'm challenging the team to drop off your one ball. 5 and below has great balls. So yeah, if you're in the mood for shopping for some balls, I'm going to challenge everybody on the team to just bring one ball. That's it. If you can forego a cup of coffee and buy a ball, I'd appreciate it.
Hey, challenge accepted on my end. You guys, this week, Ice Cream Social. We know it's hot. Come inside the office, get some ice cream Sundays, have some fun, see some of your team members. That's going down. You guys, we find a way to find a way. Today, I got into my car this morning and my starter wasn't working in my car. My car would not start. And so I had to take an Uber to Livermore to meet my wife at her work, get her Jeep, drive to the office. That way I was here for our first round of our summer training. This is our summer series. We're doing database days today. You guys will see the calendar. This is going to be reflected on, or excuse me, here's the calendar. It's going to be reflected on the team calendar. But you guys, just like the last sessions, bring yourself into the office, contribute, have some fun, bring the energy. You guys attended these sessions last time and the room was packed. So I want to encourage you to get here today. We're going to continue to do these. I am bringing a series out to Stockton as well to make sure that you guys have some love, and we also have some ideas for some other things that we want to do in the area, but to be determined on that. But you guys, make sure you come here to the office today. We're going to have some fun, and we are going to start with our database days. All right, guys, mid-year review. You guys know it. You've been seeing this. Make sure to block your calendar. In lieu of this meeting, we're going to be here live for our mid-year review. We're going to talk about our organization. We're going to talk about the directional focus. We're going to talk about accomplishments, milestones, and how we're going to finish this year strong. So make sure that you are here at HQ July 8th. Make sure that you have your affairs in order and plan accordingly, because we would love to see your faces here. All right, guys, Team Fast Cookout. We do this every single year. Really, really excited about this. This is going down, Team Fast Cookout. Molly, do you want to talk anything about this?
Yeah, we do this every year. So for those of you guys who are new to the team, it's a great opportunity to come out and network outside of Zoom calls, just kind of relax, get to meet other people on the team. We have great sponsors. It's always a good time. This year, we're bringing the heat indoors. So it will be at Team Heat.
All right, so
for those.
Molly?
Yeah.
So Molly, you're cutting out. So
Yeah.
I think I heard what you're saying. This year, we're bringing the cookout to you guys. We're doing that here at HQ.
Yep. There will be a mechanical bull in the house. So if you think you have what it takes, this is gonna be another one for the books. Again, if you're talking with folks, it's another great event for agent attraction. But overall, this is one of our fun events that we have annually over the summer before we roll into our winter events. So if you haven't been, definitely come. But this year, we're bringing it indoors to Oakland. So we will be transforming the office. But yeah, so more to be said. Just make your arrangements to be there. It's definitely going to be.
And then Molly, in the years past, we always do this. We invite the kids out. Are we inviting family and kids as well?
Yes. Again, it's up to the parentals. If you feel like babysitting, because you will be responsible for keeping an eye on your own little ones. So I always leave that to the parents' discretion. A lot of times we get caught up in the moment and talking and whatnot. But it is family friendly, so it's completely up to you. I don't bring mine because I don't want to be saying, stop, don't do this, come over here, where are you? It's usually a busy time, but yeah. And sorry, one last thing. We do have sponsorships available, as we do every year. So I will drop a link in our team channel. If you have anybody that might be interested in getting in front of a crowd or kind of want to get their name out there, I'll be dropping a link to our sponsorship packages. A couple of them have already gone, but would love for you guys to share that with any of your lenders, escrow mortgage people. Even if for compliance reasons they can't donate monetarily, if they want to get in on swag, just contact me. But I'll be dropping that later on today on Slack.
All right, so two things here. First off, Jacob is sitting right here to my left. He said that he is going to crush it when it comes to the mechanical bull. Okay, Jacob, I hear you, big dog. Second thing is, should I wear a 10-gallon? Okay, I've never worn one before. Should I wear a 10-gallon? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yes? Darn it.
It's not a question. You have to.
I'm green here. I don't know what the hell that is, but
a 10 gallons a cowboy hat.
Oh, can you just say a cowboy hat? Like, okay.
Oh, we responded. They knew what the 10-gallon was. I'm gonna have to wear
for chaps.
No, chaps. Or never mind. A 10-gallon is a hat, cowgirl. You don't know. God dang it. My name's Randy, and I'll wear I'll wear a 10-gallon, and my boy right over here is gonna wear his chaps. But you guys, come out and have some fun with us. Excited to be here with you guys. Listen, I'm just excited about the summertime. People are out, the sun is shining, you guys got tons of things to do. We're gonna do tons of training, we're gonna have some fun, mid-year review. So there's gonna be a lot of things happening in the office. All we ask is that you guys get yourself to the office, contribute, be a part of what's going on. Because when you're entrenched in our environment, when you're a part of the collective, I promise you guys, I promise you, it's an exciting time. When you find yourself, alienated because you choose not to show up to things, that's on you guys, right? We want you to get involved. We want you to show up, be a student, be a participant, have some fun with your team members and your brothers and sisters on this team, because that's what this is all about. We come together, we have a lot of fun, but we also sell a shit ton of real estate. So you guys, let's get here, be here today. Hopefully I get to see your faces in the office. If you need anything, let me know, and I'll see everybody for Keep It Moving Coaching tomorrow. Same time, 8:30 to 9:30. If you need anything, I'll be in the office all day. Looking forward to seeing you guys' faces here. And as always, be you, but fast, and make today a day that matters. Kenny, any party words before we head out?
Personally, I've been the busiest I've ever been. I've had so many people reach out to me, find me online, not on social media. So I think there's a huge opportunity to get out there and market yourselves. I had an earlier chat with Molly, Karina live this morning. I built my business originally 16 years ago in the buyer's market. I had not experienced the buyer's market till now, like this full cycle. So I think why people are reaching out to me and looking for me, because I sell homes faster, and that's how I brand them ourselves. Our brand, the Fast Real Estate brand, has always been a business, a B2B, like we support the agents. But I think there's opportunity in this market to use the Fast Real Estate brand as a brand that can help sellers sell their homes faster. So with homes selling on the market for 60 days, I mean, we're not promising to sell in a week, but hey, let's cut that down to 30 days. So just be on the lookout. We're going to be tweaking some of our marketing, and we're doing a huge promotional push to like really figure out how to leverage this fast brand in this market, because this is what consumers are looking for now. Because this whole time we've been a agent-facing brand, but I think we have a huge opportunity to just crush it in this market. And this is personal experience from this week.
Yeah, God, I absolutely love that, Kenny. So listen, you guys, if you need anything, let us know. Show up, take action. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent. It could be gritty, it could be scared, but as long as it's consistent, all things change in this business. So you guys, you have our full support as always. Show up, do your thing, and if you need anything, please reach out. Have an amazing, amazing day. We appreciate you all. Peace.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.